Hello, this is kind of a informal rundown of the rules and format and stuff for tomorrow, just so we can clarify for anyone any questions about, anything to do with the format or, the map bans. We're also going to go over the fundraisers in this video. Just want to be really clear because we have gotten the feedback in the past that we're not super clear, so I want to explain, how we got the format and how it works. But first, we're going to breeze through the easy stuff. So, firstly, we're talking about if you have a question, if something isn't explained in this video really, and you still need help or something tomorrow, Nora is the admin that's free. So, message Nora on Discord, or there's a support channel. You can make a post in there, and whichever one of us sees it first, we'll get to it. We should be pretty quick. And then in that vein, if you need a sub, if you're busy for some reason, then please message Nora, or you can make a post in the support. Either way, please just let us know that you need a sub instead of just finding one yourself. We do have some people who filled out the form, and we have plans for emergency subs. So let us know before you just pick someone, and Nora will work with you about that. And the map pool is the old map pool. I, I don't know. I don't have a great explanation really, but we felt it was more fair to people than throwing the new one out there immediately. Um, at least under the guise of people taking it competitively seriously. Um, and then after that, the tutorials for map bans are down here. It's you know, normal stuff. These are also posted in the details channel. So and I'll probably repost them so they're closer, but pretty standard rock paper scissors and then ban down to one or three maps. And then the server is Texas is the default. So if you disagree, if you know one server isn't better than Texas for both teams, then play Texas. But if you can arbitrate and like Illy's better for both teams, or if you have 10 West players that can play West or whatever. And then our behavior policy. This is important for everyone to understand that we don't want to tolerate anyone being you know harmful to a teammate or an opponent. And then this is a lot on the bystander, right? Like if anyone's being rude in your team, and even if you're not them, or even if you're not the person being harmed, we do want you to reach out as a bystander. That's the most effective way that we're gonna hear about this stuff. We just want people to enjoy their time, to feel like they are part of a community that they want to belong in. And if anyone's really stopping them from doing that, we want to know about it. So reach out to us if you feel it's necessary. We will talk with you about what you want to do with it. We won't immediately do, a ban or whatever because, obviously there's a level of anonymity that we want to maintain. But we'll work with you on what you want and we'll listen. And then if you have something to report, please message either Nora or Demantle. There are heads of that stuff. And I left my cell phone on the form if you feel most comfortable messaging me. But probably would not. It'd probably be Nora or Dyson that you would want to message with those concerns. And we will have a conversation with you and get what we need done. Our fundraiser for this event is the Immigrant Defense Project. A broken immigration system combined with 2 decades of bipartisan support for ICE has led to brutal conditions for our immigrant neighbors. Immigrants across this country are victims of racist immigration policy and are criminalized, detained, and deported to prop up prisons and companies which benefit from keeping immigrants in precarity. We are witnessing people being separated from their families, tortured, and killed in prison, and outright murdered in the street to support a fascist political project. The Immigrant Defense Project helps combat this. They work on upstream issues like immigration reform and downstream issues like providing legal counsel to immigrants. They also work to support community defense groups and provide messaging around our unjust immigration system. If you have the means, we urge you to donate to support their work. You can do so at the link in our Discord or in the description. We've already raised our goal of $500, but if you have any more, it would mean a lot if you could throw a couple bucks in. If you don't have the means to donate, we have a couple other campaigns we would love you to support. Firstly, Starbucks baristas are on strike against unfair labor practices. They're organizing for a fair contract with higher pay, better staffing and hours, and an end to union busting. The fight is one of the most important for labor in the country right now, and a win for them would mean raising the standard for working people across the country. Just as the 1997 UPS strike led to cascading other wins for workers around the United States, a win for Starbucks Workers United could inspire working people to organize, fight, and win. You can support Starbucks Workers United by boycotting Starbucks. They have a pledge on nocoffeenocontract.org, which you can sign saying you won't buy Starbucks while baristas are on strike. We would love for you to sign this pledge, as well as join workers on picket lines. You can find picket lines near you at this on this website at nocontractnocoffee.org. Um, I heard back from a union rep the other day who said uh, although the strike fund is running a little low, the reason a lot of these stores are having to reopen is just because of low morale. Especially like people don't want to be on the picket lines all the time. They're not receiving support from community members. So really, you showing up to one of these actions at one of these picket lines could mean a world of difference. I know it's cold out there, but yeah, you guys on the West Coast really have no excuse. So go out to a picket. Our last campaign we'd like you to support is No Appetite for Apartheid. Consumer boycotts in the West helped bring down the apartheid regime in South Africa, and No Appetite for Apartheid hopes to apply the same concept in Palestine. Palestinians have not been entitled to equal rights in their own land for around a century now, and they're subject to a brutal, ongoing genocide, which is funded in large part by American tax dollars. No Appetite for Apartheid provides a shopping guide which gives a list of products which benefit from the current apartheid regime or are grown on stolen land. So we would encourage you to boycott these products and support alternatives to them. Additionally, if there is a campaign in your area, you can sign the pledge saying that you'll boycott the products, or you can hop on to the campaign and petition local businesses to not sell those products. If there isn't one in an area, you can start one at this link. You can find all this information at na4a.org. Alright, here's the format breakdown. For this event, we're going to have 3 rounds of Swiss. All 8 teams are going to play 3 best of 1 matches in Swiss, and then they're all 8 going to make a single elimination bracket stage where they play best of 3 matches until one team wins. For those of you who don't know what Swiss is, in the most simplest terms, teams just play other teams with the same win rate. So if you win a game, you're going to play a team who also won a game. If you won 2 in a row, you're going to play a team who also won 2 in a row. If you lost 2 games in a row, you're going to play a team who lost 2 games in a row. And then the way that works is after every round, we just reseed everyone 1 to 8. And then the 1 seed plays the 2 seed, the 3 seed plays the 4 seed, and so on until the 3 rounds of Swiss are complete. So some minutia is the ties in the Swiss seeding are broken with round differential, and then that round differential tiebreaker is also the tiebreaker when we place people into the bracket. And then there's one last piece, which is that teams placed into the bracket after the Swiss stage can't play an opponent that they already played in Swiss, right? So there's it's unlikely that they're going to end up playing a team that they already played, but if they are, then the top seed is going to keep their seed, and the lower seed is going to swap with someone with an equivalent win rate, um, so that no one has to play the same team twice. Because it would suck to lose a round of Swiss and then immediately have to play the same team in bracket. We don't want that. We want variety of matches for people. There is a weird, very unlikely scenario where the three, if you go like 2-1, you can possibly play all three 1 and 2 teams, and that means that you have to play someone that you've already played in the bracket. In that case, you're gonna play the team that you played first out of the three of them. So we don't have like back-to-back teams playing the same. But all of that's very, abstract. Me just telling you. So I'll show you. I'll show you how Swiss works. So here's the bracket. It's in this public sheet, which everyone has access to. I will send the link again tomorrow morning so you can see your matches. It'll be important to keep with it, right? But basically, here's the Swiss rounds. So every team's going to be randomly seated at the start, which we're going to do at the end of this video. And then they're all going to play each other in round 1. See, I've already simulated round 1. So it's Team A plays Team B, and he won 13-8. Team C plays Team D, and then Team D won 13-7, and so on. These are all done. So then what happens after the first round is we tally up the wins and the losses in the round differential. We put it in here. And then this gives us our new seeding, right? So our new standings are, since H won and had the highest round differential, H is now the 1 seed. And now for the next round, H is going to play E, D is going to play A, B is going to play C, and F is going to play G. So I've already put that out in here, but like let's just try one. So let's imagine like this is your game ending, then you'll send the screenshot of it, and then we'll put in the score like this. And then let's say this is 13-9, and B beat C 13-10, and then F beat G 13-10 also. So then E is going to have a win, D, B, and F are going to have a win. I can't remember. What did I say? E, D, B, F. E, D, B, F are going to have a win. And then, this is going to take a while to add. So I'm not going to calculate the round differentials right now because it'll waste too much of your time. But basically, now the wins are calculated. This already reseeds. And then you can see the current standings here, sorted by wins, and then round differential is the tiebreaker. And now for round 3, E is going to play D, H is going to play A, and so on until this is all complete. And then we'll just take, after we calculate at the end of round 3, so we'll put the numbers back in here, then we'll grab them from here, and then this will be our 1 through 8 seeding, and we'll put them in bracket. And then the bracket looks like this. So 1's going to play 8, 4, 5, normal bracket stuff. And then we'll play until the winner here. So you might wonder, well, who am I playing in Swiss Stage tomorrow? Well, we're going to do it right now. We're going to calculate it with our random number generator live, so you can see that it's not rigged. I swear it's not rigged. So we're going to take these teams and we'll just put them in here, and we'll call this 1 through 8, right? So I guess I'll copy this, and then we'll give them like this name, right? So since these are 1 through 8, we'll just do, how should we do this? We'll do a random number generator, and then whoever gets pulled, we'll just put them in the top spot up here. And then we'll just roll again for this spot, and if we hit the same number, we'll just re-roll. So we'll delete all these and go here. All right, so 1 through 8. Let's roll our number for the first spot in Swiss. 1. It's Nepo Weekdaisies are getting Swiss number 1. How about the second spot? Number 4. That's Castle's Kittens. Round 1 matchup. Alright, next number. Number 5. Dorothy and Friends. And they're going to play number 6. Who's Team Orange? I keep clicking the wrong tabs, sorry. Alright, and then we'll roll again. We already got 1, so we re-roll. Number 3. That's Team Tortuga. We'll roll again. Have we got 2? No, we haven't got 2, so that's purple. And then our last 2 are the bottom 2, right? Rocket and Piplup Pookies are going to play each other. Alright. So this is our round 1. I'll get this posted in Discord. Yeah, I don't think that there is anything else we need to go over. I'm going to talk with the captains about match reporting, but please back up your captains on posting the screenshots in the chat. Otherwise, have fun tomorrow. We'll see you at 1 PST. We start the broadcast. So, thanks everyone.